Hi Griffins, I'm Maddie Foreman and I am on the soccer team here at GP. I'm reaching out to let you all know that you can support my team as well as all of the other athletes at our school by giving your Arizona State tax credit to our school. By giving your tax credit, it helps so many things, such as keep our participation fees low, helps pay for uniforms, sports equipment, and even buses to our away games. So, I encourage you to please give your tax credit to our school. The athletic team thanks you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuned in to Griffin Sportsnet. We have the live stream of the girls' varsity game between the Glendale Prep Griffins and the Kingman Bulldogs. We're about to have the starting lineups. However, we will have the national anthem first. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And we're about to have the starting lineup for the Kingman Bulldogs varsity girls squad. We're here at GP Field tonight, and the time is 5:58 p.m. with the temperature falling at 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. I've got two extras here. Which one do you need, GP or? Okay, there's GP. And we're just standing by for rosters to be delivered to the announcer on field, but we will be getting on our way shortly with the starting lineups. And as always, I'm Mr. Weeb, and I'm joined by
Miss Riker.
And we're looking at a cool, windy, brisk day tonight. All right, here come the Kingman Bulldogs. Number 5, Daniela Cardenas. Number 7, Elvira Torres. Number 10, Trinity Smith. Number 11, Alyssa Cedillo. Number 15, Samantha Burnett. Number 19, John A. Rain. Number 20, Adelina Starr. Number 21, Esther Torres. Number 23, Sophia Garcia. Number 24, Malika Bell. And number 25, Bianca Calkins. The head coach for the Bulldogs is David Kopecki.
And now for your Lady Griffins. Number 7, Claire 11, Claire Cannon. Number 20, Faith Dupree. Number 19, Izzy Ferris. Number 2, Maddie Foreman. Number 6, Caitlyn Cantor. Number 30, Damilula Oylakin. Number 5, Ariana Marshall. Number 8, Zoe Rich. Number 10, Diane Scalise. Number 14, Mikhail Rodriguez. And the Griffins are coached by Coach Ramsey.
All right, Ms. Roiger, what are the team's records going into this? Is this a regional matchup?
This is a regional game, yes.
All right.
So it's pretty important for us. Glendale Prep has 7 wins and 0 losses. We're undefeated right now.
Excellent.
And Kingman is 1 win, 4 losses.
All right, so Kingman has not played quite as many games this season so far.
Right.
And both teams are hoping to come out with a regional win so that they advance in region and in conference, right?
Right. And Glendale Prep, I believe, is ranked in the top 10.
I think we're number 7 last time I checked, maybe number 6.
Yeah, I'll double check that. But we're doing pretty well this year. At the AIA, the Arizona Prep or AZ Preps 365 has us ranked as number 5, standing 2nd in our region and 5 overall.
So 5 in conference then?
So that's for all 3A schools. We're number 5 in all 3 schools.
Wow.
3A schools.
Yep.
Number 2 in our region.
Okay.
Standing behind Northwest Christian.
All right. And Northwest Christian is the team to beat this year, with insanely high win scores and undefeated, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how they got that. At some point, they have a 16-0.
Well, if they're getting those in before the 70th minute, right, or 60th minute, then you could really push the score up that far.
Still seems unbelievable. All right, this is a throw-in by junior Claire Cannon. Sorry.
And Scalise really playing the field here. First she was on the left, now she's on the right. Supported by Cantor and Marshall.
Looks like they have Caitlyn Cantor playing attack or forward, striker. Noticeably absent from the starting lineup is Rosie Ayer.
Yeah, interesting choice to not field her at the beginning of the game. Do you have any insight on why that might be, Ms. Roiger?
I'm guessing because Glendale Prep has 3 games in a row. Tonight is their first game. They have a second game tomorrow against Page, and then they play a 3rd game on Friday.
Wow.
So that's going to be really taxing on your midfield players. You need to pace them as best you can, give them as much rest. You need them in a clutch game on Friday. So maybe that's why. She did go down in the last home game with the hip injury, but she's been walking fine since, so we'll see what happens here. Diane Scalise to Ari Marshall to Bree Cantor, back to Ari. And a forward pass, but no one is quick enough to get there quite.
Yep, it ended up in the hands of the Bulldogs keeper, but here comes Caitlyn Cantor right now. Keeper clears that one out of the box with a kick.
Ari Marshall has her foot on it again. Pass to Diane Scalise. Back to Ari. Ari finds some space on the outside. Oh, and she gets taken down after the ball's passed. That's going to be a clear foul.
I think they might select Scalise here to take the free kick, given her a high level of accuracy and power.
Bounced off a defender's head and into the goalkeeper's hands.
Right into the goalie's hands, yeah.
Claire Cannon was right there next to her, though. Good placement.
Scalise attempting another pass. And pressure by, it looks like Caitlyn Cantor and Claire Cannon. Here's Brianna Cantor.
There are 10 players in their goal box right now.
Yeah, it looks like that attempted shot on goal was deflected off a defender before it could ever come anywhere near.
Right. At this point, Glendale Prep needs to pull the ball out of the goal box. They are, battling 10 people in the goal box, so you need quick transitions to create space.
Maddie Foreman going toe-to-toe with number 7, Elvira Torres of the Bulldog side.
It's going to be a throw-in. Glendale Prep. Izzy Ferris will take it.
And then Ferris up to Cannon.
They call it a white throw-in. Maddie to Izzy. Back to Damilola. Demi switches fields with it. Caitlyn Cantor is there, but she's kind of bodied off of her run. Good communication between Ari Marshall and Diane Scalise calling the ball off. Zoe Rich getting tripped up, but taking possession of the ball, but it slips out of bounds on her. The white throw-in.
And it looks like Scalise comes swooping in after a bit of a passing blunder.
Just a really powerful forward pass. Those things need to be paced.
Yeah, Cannon had no time to get to that one. Now it looks like GP will throw in. If I'm reading my flags correctly. Yep. And here's Scalise.
I'm wondering if the ball isn't overinflated a little bit. Just the passes have been really hard.
Oh no. Oh, okay. So it looked like that cleared. That kick by the goalkeeper could have come back to haunt her, but she did clear it out of the box there.
Okay, Caitlyn Cantor takes this shot, but it's just wide. Hit a bad angle there.
And Claire Cannon intercepts that goal kick. Crosses back to center. Marshall, Brianna Cantor. And an attempted pass back to Cannon ends up going out of bounds. We'll see another goal kick here.
Brianna Cantor takes ball. Kingman's ball. Number 7 passes it out to number 5.
Yeah, number 7 is Elvira Torres. She was passing to Daniela Cardenas.
Giving Zoe Rich a run for her money on the outside.
And looks like Bulldogs throwing.
Nope, they switched that. That's going to be his Glendale Prep throw in. Cantor passes up the side, nice give and go. Into the center, Caitlyn Cantor gets her foot on it, but a bad touch goes out of bounds. Again, their touch is off tonight. It seems like the ball is a little bit off.
Looks like a substitution on the Kingman side.
We have a flyover tonight by Luke Air Force Base. Thank you for that. Shout out to Luke Air Force Base.
And Kingman grounds the ball after it stays up in the air for a while. But Zoe Rich takes it back for the Griffins. Here's Marshall. Missed pass up to Cantor, ends up with the goalkeeper.
Bree Cantor takes the ball, passes to the outside to Claire Cannon, but it's just too much for Claire Cannon.
And the goal kick ends up right with Bree Cantor. Attempted shot on goal, deflected once again off a defender, and it's a second attempt up and over. And that seems to be about the third goal kick that has gone straight to a Griffins player. Attempted shot by Caitlyn Cantor, but saved once again by the goalkeeper. Marshall up to Bree Cantor. Here's Cannon trying to work her way past two defenders. Gets bumped. Defenders try to clear, and shot into the goal by Caitlyn Cantor. That is the first goal of the night. That was freshman Caitlyn Cantor, number 6 of the Griffins side, making the score 1-0 in favor of the Griffins. Looks like we're about 10 minutes deep in play here. And the Bulldogs will now remuster and regroup, hoping to equalize in the remaining 29 minutes of the first half. The sun is starting to set behind the White Tank Mountains, and it is starting to get quite windy and cold out here. Unknown how that might end up affecting play, but it's certainly hard to hang on to our rosters up here on the roof. Number 19, Izzy Ferris, passes up to Cannon, but number 20, Adelina Starr, forces it outside of bounds, out of bounds. Here's 21, Esther Torres of the Bulldogs. Mikhail Rodriguez intercepts that for GP and sends it up to Claire Cannon, who's looking for an opening. She finds her opening, but narrowly misses. The ball impacts with the post. No joy for Cannon there after a good run around those defenders. The goal kick nearly does end up out of bounds after the Kingman defense clears it. And here's Brianna Cantor into the center where Diane Scalise awaits. However, Kingman defense clears it out. That was number 22, who does not exist on my roster unless I'm reading the numbers wrong. Mystery Woman 22 clears it out. And big run for Kingman, but goalkeeper Faith Dupree comes out of the box to clear it back downfield. Ferris tries to navigate around number 24, Malika Bell. Up to Cannon. Cannon once again trying to out-dribble the defense, but her pass ends up at the feet of number 23, Sofia Garcia. Ferris to center, where Mikhail Rodriguez is waiting, up to Diane Scalise. Scalise facing some serious pressure from Mystery Woman 22. And here's Brianna Cantor again, and the goalkeeper does not manage to clear that one out, and Cantor dribbles it into the net only 3 minutes after her previous goal. This kind of activity is no surprise from Brianna Cantor, who has been one of GP's scoring leaders this season. Miss Roiger, is Brianna Cantor, or sorry, not Brianna Cantor, Caitlyn Cantor. That was Caitlyn Cantor the whole time. Get the Cantor sisters confused. Is Caitlyn still the scoring leader for GP this season?
I was thinking about that. I haven't seen the stats from their last game, but I will find that out really quickly.
All right.
I know she's tied, or it's very close to Rosie Eyre.
Two good defensive maneuvers there by Demilola Oyalakin. She finds Marshall, who's making her way up the right wing, over to Brianna Cantor, and Mikhail Rodriguez providing support from the back.
Okay, right now, as of the beginning of this game, Caitlyn Cantor had 12 goals, and Rosie Eyre had 11. So yes, Cantor is pulling away.
So she's now at 14 overall, correct?
Right. That's excellent.
And here's number 7, Elvira Torres of the Bulldogs, trying to outrace Demilola Oyalakin shooting on goal. No call on that. It looks like that was clean.
That was absolutely clean. Yeah, she stepped in front. She got the ball.
Yeah, Oyalakin famous for her excellent physical play.
Oh my gosh, yes. And just quick on her feet.
Right. And here comes number 3, Brianna Cantor. Ends up back with Rodriguez, who has a man on, number 5, Elvira Torres, or correction, Daniela Cardenas.
Ari Marshall moves the ball, trying to find a pass. Good to Claire Cannon. To Bree. Good give and go, but it's too much.
And Cannon tries to keep it in bounds, but just doesn't get there. One more second, or one fraction of a second, she would have had her toe on it. Looks like Zoe Rich trying to keep the ball away from the feet of Daniela Cardenas.
I'm impressed already by Daniela. She has given Zoe a lot of trouble on that side. Zoe's very, very fast and physical.
Yeah, it looks like their wings, Cardenas and Torres, have been applying the most pressure so far in the GP end of the field.
Mikhail to Marshall, and then out, but an incomplete pass to Diane Scalise. There's going to be a sub for Kingman.
Yep. Could be number 2 coming in. Yep, yes. Number 2. That's Melissa Cobb.
Claire Cannon getting the ball, passing back into the middle to Diane Scalise. Bounces around in the center. Kingman takes control.
It looks like the Kingman team has a constitution very similar to the GP team in terms of age. Really good mix of sophomores and freshmen, only a few juniors and only a few seniors, so very similar to the GP team here.
All right, attack by Kingman on the side. Demi Lola takes the ball away from number 21.
That was Esther Torres going up against Oyalakin.
Kingman boots the ball back to their goalkeeper, and she picks it up, which is illegal.
No call on the play regardless. And here's Rodriguez up to Marshall. So goalkeepers can only use their feet if passed to by their own team members, correct?
Yeah, they can only pick up the ball if it's passed by the head or chest.
Okay, so foot pass means foot-on-foot contact
Yeah.
only for the keeper, and until the other side touches the ball, and then she's free to pick it up again, right?
Right, yeah.
All right.
But that was not called, so.
And looks like one or maybe two subs coming in on the Kingman side.
All right, it's going to be a throw-in for Glendale Prep. Junior Claire Cannon takes the ball. This is a beautiful throw. Not enough. Could Caitlyn Cantor couldn't get there fast enough. Diane Scully is back to Zoe Rich. Zoe Rich back to Diane. Into the middle to Ari Marshall. Marshall give and go to Diane. She gets there, but she kind of gives up on that ball. Caitlyn Cantor brings down the punt or the goal kick. She turns the ball to her sister Bree. Bree takes the shot, and it bounces off the hands of the goalkeeper. It's going to be a corner kick.
That's right. It was unclear whether that went out of bounds, but it certainly did. And now GP has a second attempt opportunity here, with Scalise stacking up for the corner kick.
Caitlyn turns it, shoots it into the defense.
Another shot deflected right off the body of a defender. I think that's about the third time we've seen that happen.
A long shot by Diane, but it goes to the goalkeeper.
And despite the angle on that was on target. If the goalkeeper had not been awake, that would have certainly been a goal for GP, which I didn't see coming. I thought that was going to clear the net.
Yeah. Zoe Rich with the ball, moving up from defense to Bree Cantor.
Yeah, fast and accurate pass there.
Diane Scalise takes it in the center. Bad pass into the Kingman midfield. Senior Maddie Foreman getting involved there. Be a throw in by Glendale Prep, sophomore Zoe Rich.
And right back to Rich.
Maddie Foreman takes the ball. She's got time to Bree Cantor. Bree, nice through ball right to Diane Scalise. Scalise pulls it back on her left foot. Shot, but it's wide.
Ends up on the side of the net after some good maneuvering by Scalise. Faith Dupree, keeper for the GP side, desperately trying to stay warm, so she is not getting in quite the amount of cardio that the rest of the GP team is.
Kingman makes their way up the side. Played out of bounds by Zoe Rich, number 8.
And some fancy footwork by Kingman there.
Number 5 to number 7. That's played out of bounds by Damilula Oyalakin. Number 30 on GP's defense.
Cardenas and Torres hoping to make their way further downfield. It looks like number 23, Sofia Garcia, is throwing in once again. Long throw, but intercepted by the head of, is that Zoe Rich?
I believe so.
Yeah. Oyalakin gets a toe on it, up to Rodriguez. Long cross, almost accurate, and Cannon just keeps going with it. She has a real chance to outmaneuver the defenders here, given her speed and agility on the foot, but she passes back to Marshall.
Marshall threw ball to Caitlyn Cantor. That was well done. Wow.
And was that cleared out by the Kingman side?
It was, yeah. So this is going to be a corner kick. Claire Cannon's going to take it.
All right, another opportunity for Cannon to put some goals up on the board. She always plays hungry. You can just tell from watching. And
that was played out again by the defense. It'll be a second corner kick. And that is off the foot of Diane Scalise, but wide of the goal.
Yeah.
Far wide of the goal.
Nice timing, but unfortunately wide. And looks like the goal kick ended up out of bounds. Cannon to throw in. Oh, looks like some substitutions coming in on the GP side. Who is it, Miss Royer?
Let's see.
Is that Chloe Cannon and number 4, Ella Smith?
Yes, good.
Looks like they're relieving Claire Cannon and Caitlyn Cantor. Could we have enough C and K names on this team? And the ball just seems to love going out of bounds right there, but this time it's a Kingman throw-in. More substitutions, this time on the Kingman side. I think that is number 22, who her name could be on my roster, but not as wearing jersey 22. Or actually, correct, is that 20?
It is 20.
I can barely see anymore. So that's 20, Adelina Starr.
Number 7 into the center. That's picked off by Mikhail Rodriguez, giving them a rough time in the center. Pass up by Bree Cantor. And
That's Chloe Cannon, right?
Chloe Cannon had a shot at it. Bounced down, hit down by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, she just barely got a hand on it, but did end up fully saving that.
Not bad in the first 30 seconds of getting on the field. Good job, Chloe. Ari Marshall into the center. Again, Chloe Cannon gets the ball. Bree takes it from her. That's taken by the midfield, Kingman midfield.
Yeah, number 20, Adelina Starr. Here's Ferris, or correction, that's Rodriguez, supported by Ferris. And it looks like GP will throw in. Ferris to throw in for the GP side.
Bree Cantor through ball. It's a bit much, and it's too much for Chloe Cannon.
She almost had it there. A little less power, and Chloe Cannon could have run with that for sure. Long pass looking for number 7, Elvira Torres.
Turned super fast by Zoe Rich and up the center. Now it's Bree Cantor. Bree has a little bit of space. She gets the ball through to Chloe. Chloe takes a shot, but it is wide.
Yeah, Zoe Rich is certainly getting a workout tonight, covering number 7 and also number 5 of the Kingman side. And it's Cardenas and Torres once again. And Torres finds her way through, supported by, is that Zoe Rich once again? Turns it around after. Maddie Foreman. Senior Maddie Foreman saves the day there after the ball got past keeper Faith Dupree. Kingman hoping to now score on this opportunity as more of their offense comes downfield. But it's cleared out by, looks like Rodriguez, yeah.
Rodriguez again on the ball. A little bit of physical play there. Passed out Ella Smith, gets her foot on it. Good pass to Bree Cantor.
Mm-hmm.
Bree Cantor into the center. That's picked off by the defense, Kingman defense. To 24. Lobbed up and over and scooped up by goalkeeper Faith Dupree.
She hesitated a little bit there, but she did manage to get her hands on it before Kingman showed up. Any later, and they could have picked that right out of the air.
All right, this is out to Diane Scalise on the outside. But again, she pulled up short as that went out of bounds. Through ball, but that's picked off by the defense. And picked up by the goalkeeper.
And she rolls it right to Diane Scalise, who's facing some pressure from, looks like, number 5, Cardenas.
Zoe Rich up to Bree Cantor, Cantor to Diane. Diane through ball, but it is
just a little too much power on that one, but otherwise perfectly on target for Chloe Cannon.
10 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first half of this game. So far, the goals are 2 for the Griffins and 0 for Kingman.
Those are the Bulldogs of Kingman. And both of those goals were scored by Caitlyn Cantor, who is a freshman striker.
She's coming back in the game.
Yeah,
Looks
she's
like
got
she's
the
replacing Ella Smith.
bright yellow cleats. Really hard to miss. Maybe green? I don't know. Fluorescent.
Fluorescent, yes.
Here she is again.
She passes back to Ari Marshall,
Ooh.
who takes a shot. It bounces off
Oh,
a bunch
wow,
of
that-
people.
And who just got knocked down in the box over there?
I
Is that
think
Chloe Cannon?
Chloe Cannon ran into the goalkeeper
She
and
certainly
knocked herself
collided.
down.
Yeah, she put herself on the ground by impacting with the goalkeeper there.
Oh, I said Ella Smith went off the pitch, but she didn't. She's still out here. I'm not sure who was subbed out now. Maybe it was just a switch on field. Ari Marshall takes the ball through 2 defenders. She's running down her own ball.
Well, I don't see I don't see Brianna Cantor out there anymore. So maybe she went in for her, or that might have been a prior substitution. Because it looks like, is that Claire Cannon playing the right wing now?
It is, yeah. Diane Scalise is off.
Also on the bench.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think Caitlyn Cantor is playing attacking mid at this point.
Okay.
With Chloe Cannon playing striker.
All right.
A sub for Kingman again. That goes off Kingman. It's going to be a GP throw-in. Another GP throw-in. Zoe Rich coming up from defense to take that throw.
And Maddie Foreman sends it up to Ari Marshall. To Cantor. Out to Cannon. But the defense clears it out.
Marshall again. Try again.
Big long pass up to Torres.
Ends up out of bounds. We're going to sub out number 5, Ari Marshall, and Mikhail Rodriguez.
And here come Cantor and Scalise again. That's Brianna Cantor, the elder. Big boot by Oyalakin.
Header by Diane Scalise.
And here's Cannon. Looks like, and looks like some people have ended up on the ground, but no stoppage in play. Cannon again.
Cannon definitely didn't end up on the ground on that one.
Yeah.
It's a good tackle, or weird contact.
She looked like she was thinking about it, but decided against it at the last second.
Yeah.
And here's Scalise. And a long kick, but just slightly wide of the net.
It was Claire Cannon's birthday yesterday. She turned 17.
All right, yeah, she's one of our junior players. Has she been on the varsity team since she was a freshman?
She has been, yeah.
Yep, and she is joined tonight by her younger sister, Chloe, who's a freshman. Her first year playing varsity soccer for GP in the high school program, right?
Yep. So Claire Cannon came on freshman year, and we had an injury. The defensive mid, junior defensive mid, got injured, and then we threw Claire into that position. She played it really well, and she played some forward, and she played some defense, and she played some outside. And by the end of the year, she had played every single position besides goalkeeper.
Wow, so just a well-rounded player.
Incredibly well-rounded, yeah.
Jack of all trades and master of several. She seems to be most comfortable playing in an attacking position on the wings. Mm-hmm. But I feel like she also played in the center last year with good success as well. Was that right? Claire played center?
Yeah, some defensive mid. She would take long runs from defensive mid. Here's Diane Scalise, a good cross across the center. Tries it again, but it goes outside on the net.
Yeah, it looks like that was thwarted by number 20, Adelina Starr of the Kingman side. Though I really can't see the numbers too well anymore, and it could have been 22. Looks like Smith will take the GP throw in here.
A long pass from the defense, Kingman defense, settled by Maddie Foreman. Maddie to Bree Cantor.
And here's Ferris in support. Sends it up the line, but out of bounds.
Bree Cantor gets her foot on it, but it's passed out of bounds.
And here's number 7, Torres, up to her partner in crime, Cardenas.
Bodied down by Zoe Rich and passed back up the center. This is Caitlyn Cantor taking some space. That bounces off a number 22 Kingman player and out of bounds. By Claire Cannon.
Is that Ari Marshall all the way down there?
It looks like it, yeah.
And the ball went out on Kingman?
That was unclear. I think so.
It looks like a GP corner kick here with Scalise heading to the corner.
Everybody just seems to look smaller right now.
It's very dark. Yeah. It's very cold. It's very windy.
I bet their toes are freezing.
Yeah, how much do you expect as a coach or as a former player for cold weather to actually affect the performance of your players on any given day?
Not too much. Just the hits hurt more.
Yeah.
As any contact with the ball stings, and but as far as cold, it doesn't really bother the players. Wet definitely does.
For sure, yeah, that's twice as bad as being cold and wet. And it's really just the keeper who has to stay warm, right? Because everyone else is getting quite a bit of running in.
Yeah, I mean, you have to worry about your players that you're subbing in and out, right? They can
Right.
get cold on the bench, and then their muscles tense up and such. So warming up before you put the players in is key.
Because this feels colder than usual for an Arizona soccer game.
Actually not.
Oh, really? Okay.
No.
I don't remember any game last year being this cold, but it might have just been a warm year or my memory's bad.
I remember a lot of cold games.
Of course, you traveled with the team everywhere, so you
Yeah.
would have gone all over Arizona.
Yeah.
And some parts of Arizona are a lot colder than here. So
Right. There's like trivia and prep has kind of fields around the field, and that is
and
brutal.
that almost went in a long attempt by, I think that was Scalise, perhaps.
I think it's Claire.
Oh, Cannon. Yeah, that's 11. So
Claire
Cannon.
across the front of the goal face, and then
Yeah.
not quite.
No follow-up. Yeah,
utilized,
huge
yeah.
danger to the Kingman side there, but no one.
There's Scalise fighting her way through two.
Man, it
but
looks like a
kicked out.
corner kick. It's out of
Okay.
bounds. There will be a throw-in by GP here.
Ella Smith will take the throw.
See if she has the throwing range of Cannon. Sends it to Cantor. What do you think the whistle was for? Bad throw-in, perhaps?
I'm not sure. We have
Yeah, it looks like
36 seconds on the clock. It's going to be a set piece for Kingman. That's along the ground.
Marshall's right there.
She cuts back, passes to the center, through Diane. Diane to Ella. Chases it to the outside, and that's played out by Kingman defense.
And it looks like we will not see the culmination of this throw-in before the whistle's blown. All depends on how the refs are feeling tonight. Oh, and
There it is.
Cantor
All right.
goes to ground there, but the time whistle is called. So we're now standing at halftime. The score on the board is 2 Griffins, 0 Bulldogs. Give me the scoring recap, Miss Roger.
All right, let's see. Is it 10 minutes into the first half?
10 minutes and 30 seconds in.
All right, Caitlyn Cantor scores her first goal. Just steady foot and a pass right into the goal. And then 3 minutes later, 13 minutes into the first half, she scores her second goal.
Mm-hmm.
How did that play out?
She just sort of dribbled past the keeper, if I recall correctly. I'm not sure if she was expecting to score, but it ended up in the net. So.
All right, and then for the next 20-some minutes, there was no scoring. So
Yeah.
we'll see how both teams come out in the second half. It's cold.
Yeah.
It's windy.
Yeah.
So that's probably affecting play a little bit, but both teams need to come out with a lot of energy in the second half.
Yeah, Kingman totally has a chance to equalize in the second half. A 2-goal lead is not significant in soccer. If you were the Kingman coach right now, Mr. Roger, what would you be counseling your players on?
I would tell them to be calm. They have this, they're still in the game, and they've had a number of decent attacks up the sidelines. They're definitely moving the ball really well through 7 and 5 up top. So I would tell them to be calm, to get the ball down in the center. Don't let the ball up in the air a lot. Pass it to the outsides and start making those passes up the outside.
And if you were coaching the GP side and you were interested in putting quite a few more goals up on the board tonight, what would you be instructing your players?
Yeah, I think they're getting stuck in the attacking third. Everyone's up in the attacking third, so almost the entire Kingman team is there, as well as 6, maybe 7 attacking players from GP. It's too crowded. You can't get anything done.
So you think longer range shots?
So actually what you would do is you would pass the ball back and spread out the defense so that there's not so many clumped in front of the goal face. Pass it back quite a bit and then make plays through.
All right.
It's okay to be in the middle of your field. You don't always have to press.
So as long as your players are fast and can find the holes, they could breathe a little bit and pull back to sort of closer to the midfield line and then set up their plays.
Plays have to start in midfield. And right now they're kind of starting in the box.
All right, well, at this point, we will go to commercial for the next 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Don't touch that dial, watch the commercials, and we'll be back with you in 7 minutes for the second half of the girls' varsity game between the Glendale Prep Griffins and the Kingman Bulldogs.
Hi Griffins, I'm Maddie Foreman and I am on the soccer team here at GP. I'm reaching out to let you all know that you can support my team as well as all of the other athletes at our school by giving your Arizona State tax credit to our school. By giving your tax credit, it helps so many things, such as keep our participation fees low, helps pay for uniforms, sports equipment, and even buses to our away games. So, I encourage you to please give your tax credit to our school. The athletic team thanks you.
It sounded like someone's watching a game. Are you watching it?
No, I got a lot to do, so it's not me. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I got a lot going. I got a lot to do, so.
Okay, I'll see if there's someone down here.
Sometimes I wish we didn't have to wear masks. They're so itchy and boring. Wait, what's that sound?
Don't worry, I'm here to help. You can get your very own Griffin mask. Just go ask Mr. Garrison and bring $10. Plus, it helps support Glendale Prep.
That's great, but I don't have any money.
That's disappointing.
Wait, I have 2 nickels and a dime. Now, just how to get those dollars.
Ms. Nycallen, that parent communique. I sent it 2 days ago. It's going out today?
Today.
We're going to get it done.
Yes, I'm on it.
I know you have a lot on your plate, but it's important.
Okay, I'll be on that.
I smell popcorn. Do you smell that?
No. Maybe it's your mask?
My mask?
Okay, thank you.
Hello there. I know what you must be thinking. Why does he have all these items? Well, because I'm an avid Griffin fan. This is Griffin Sportsnet, and Mr. Navarrete here, excited to take you away from the action and talk to you a little about something that's on my mind. Students, have you completed your homework? Is there anything you forgot to do? And I don't want you to do it right now because we're about to get back to the action. But remember, do your homework. And keep cheering. Because if I was watching, if I was out there, I mean, refs would say, "Oh, stop the game! Who is this guy?" Autographs.
Hey, Mr. Navarrete.
Yeah. What's going on?
Did you get that email with the new observation schedule?
Oh yeah. I'll check it out right now.
Okay.
Yes, and I'll get right back to you.
All right, great.
All right.
need it anyway.
And we are back for the second half of the girls' varsity game between the Glendale Prep Griffins and the Kingman Bulldogs. I'm Mr. Weeb.
And I'm Miss Roiger.
It's currently 6:53. Temperature is at 62 degrees Fahrenheit and dropping now that the sun is gone. The wind has slightly abated, but it's still a bit brisk out here.
All right, in the first half, we saw a good display by Glendale Prep. 2 goals within 3 minutes of each other at the beginning of the first half. But then after that, things kind of slowed down. Equal play in the center. Who do you think had more possession in the first half?
I think GP probably had more possession. In any case, the ball was certainly on the Kingman half of the pitch more often, it felt like. There were several good runs by number 5 and number 7 on the Kingman side, but it feels like overall the ball stayed more or less on the Kingman side.
Yeah, I would agree with that. We'll see how each team comes out after halftime. We have 40 minutes in the second half. Lots could change in 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be Caitlyn Cantor taking the ball to start the second half. On her wings, she has Diane Scalise and Claire Cannon. Behind her is Ari Marshall, Bree Cantor, and Mikhail Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez and Bree Cantor have had a very good showing today in the midfield positions.
Diane in the center.
That pass was thwarted by, it looks like number 11 on the... That's Alyssa Cedillo for the Kingman Bulldogs.
Number 24 makes a run. Izzy Ferris will take the ball back.
Ooh.
Both kicked the ball at the same time. Looks clean. Both played the ball.
And oh no! And is that Zoe Rich or Maddie Foreman? Who is it?
That is Zoe, I think.
And
no, yes, Zoe.
Zoe saves the ball there after Dupree has a little bit of a blunder trying to get her hands on that one.
Diane into the center. That's kept.
Oh.
And that is a call. That's
call
gonna
on
go
that.
Glendale Prep's way.
Yeah, so it looks like they fouled Caitlyn Cantor. I always get those two backwards. And here's Brianna Cantor taking a free kick right up to her sister. Having some issues grounding it. Here she goes. And on a breakaway, shot right to the corner of the net. That's a hat trick for Caitlyn Cantor. She's a freshman. And that's a mere less than 2 minutes into the second half here, putting the score to 3 goals GP, 0 goals Kingman.
In their last home game against River Valley, Caitlyn only put 1 away during that game, so she's making up for it. The hat trick tonight. See if she can do more damage as the night goes on.
And we still haven't seen Rosie Ayer out on the field tonight. Is she just getting rested for the next game tomorrow?
Honestly, she looks like... Is that her in sweatpants? I think she's out for the evening.
All right, looks like number 5, Daniela Cardenas. Number 7, Elvira Torres. Looking for an opening, but is that...
Moved up by Maddie Foreman. Maddie all the way up.
All the way up to Cannon.
Cannon's working for it. Mikhail Rodriguez in the center, applying really heavy pressure. A shot.
Wide of the goal, but Dupree has her hands on it regardless.
Looks like that came from, let's see, 21? Maybe?
Yeah, number 21, that's Esther Torres. And here's number 20, Adelina Starr, working her way down the field. back to
again.
21, Esther Torres.
Up to the center. Number 7 has it. Plays the ball away from her. Zoe Rich walks it out of bounds. It'll be a GP throw. She plays the ball into Diane Scalise.
And nice passing work there with Brianna Cantor. Here's Marshall. And
just goes straight behind Diane Scalise.
Yeah, Scalise was a little bit ahead of where Marshall was hoping she would be.
So we reach into the center, but number 22 gets the ball. Passes a through ball. Stopped by Mikhail Rodriguez.
Pressure by Torres, but Dupree has her gloves on it.
Good punt by Dupree.
Yeah, that finds Ariana Marshall out to Cannon.
Claire beats 2 defenders. She's going for a third.
Yeah, still hanging onto that ball with her feet. She's got support from Caitlyn Cantor. Number 10, Trinity Smith, clears it out of there. And it looks like Maddie Foreman was there, but it will end up being a Bulldogs throw-in. Oyalakin. Right through the legs, up to Rodriguez, who's trying to outmaneuver Cardenas, who finds Torres, but it was a little too much power on that pass, and Dupree is able to boot it out of the box. However, there is some sort of call. Yeah, looks like a free kick has been awarded to GP. Did you see what the call was for?
No, I didn't.
Some sort of foul, presumably. And Oyalakin's going to take this kick for GP. Oh, handball. All right, here's Cannon.
To Cannon.
Still hungry. Shot on goal. Just barely wide. And Cardenas all the way back here in the danger zone with Scalise, but she manages to pass up to number 20.
But that is out of bounds. They're going to call it.
Looks like perhaps Marshall. No, Rich coming up for the throw-in.
Brought down by number 5, but Diane Scalise gets a boot on it.
Offside call perhaps?
Sorry. Caitlyn. Yeah, it's offsides on Diane Scalise.
And right back to Scalise. Here's Cantor.
A through ball to
beautiful
Diane.
Pass. Scalise has time.
On her left, she beats it into the feet of number 20, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's Adelina Starr. And
Maddie
the ball
Marshall.
is already back at midfield. Rodriguez. And Scalise still hungry. Oh! Off the top bar, but the keeper gets her hands on it despite pressure from Caitlyn Cantor. Was that a shot by Bree Cantor?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, that was just beautiful.
Yeah. Ugh, that's unfortunate. So close.
Yeah.
Number 5 brings the ball down.
And Rich and Cardenas facing off. Looks like a Bulldogs throw-in. And substitution on the Bulldogs side.
Number 5 is just looking better and better.
Yeah.
She's got beautiful ball control. She brought that ball down so quickly. Has the moves.
Mystery woman number 22 has come onto the field. And Rich fighting it out with Daniela Cardenas. Up to Ari Marshall. big long pass, but it ends up with, I want to say that's number 11. Number 11, Alyssa Cedillo. And
Get some
Caitlyn Cantor
challenge
steals it
there.
away from her. Maneuvers around number 9, perhaps.
Out to Claire Cannon. Claire Cannon on the breakaway.
And she sneaks it around
She
and
does
into
it.
the net. Cannon finally gets that
right.
goal she's been wanting the entire game. All right, that puts the score to 4 goals, GP, 0 Kingman. That was junior Claire Cannon. Looks like we've got about 31 minutes left in this half. So that's about 9 minutes in then. Long pass looking for Cardenas. Trying to outmaneuver Rich. Out of bounds. GP throw in. Torres, high kick. Yeah, it looks like Maddie Foreman clears that one out.
It's going to be a GP throw in. Zoe Rich, sophomore Zoe Rich will take it.
And Zoe Rich is one of our homeschoolers, correct?
Yes.
All right. And here's Cantor putting the pressure on with support from Scalise. Torres and Cardenas at it again, but it's out of bounds. And, a Bulldogs throw in. It looks like number 21, Esther Torres, taking that throw in. And Oyalakin just sends it flying right off of Elvira Torres. Zoe Rich really getting an arm workout here with all these throw-ins. Looks like her foot left the ground. Was that the call?
That's the call.
All right.
Bummer.
And Esther Torres throwing in for the Bulldogs.
Big
Long
throw right in the box.
Yeah, big throw.
It's like it was off the head. Did you see who headed that ball out of the box?
I want to say it was Foreman or Ferris, but I really couldn't see.
Okay, Zoe's taking another throw. That one's good.
Ooh. Clayton
Oh, that's going to be a call. You cannot play on the ground. So as soon as she fell and started to play the ball, that's it.
I did not know that. So no playing from the ground is
Right.
Strictly for Bowton. Okay.
Yeah, it's really dangerous for the person doing it.
I know. I've seen a lot of horrible breakdancing injuries in my life, so I can only imagine once you involve soccer. Here's Scalise.
Tammy Lola takes that, passes it to the outside. Number 7
And-
gets a foot on it.
Yep.
Bree Cantor. Ari Marshall. Izzy Ferris.
It looks like Ferris throwing in for GP. Deflected all the way up to Caitlyn Cantor. Back to Brianna Cantor.
Again, Claire Cannon.
She's just so fast. Here she is one more time.
Off the
And
goalkeeper's
right off the goal
knee.
keep, out of bounds. Looks like a GP throw-in headed our way.
If she could attack like that and then sneak it to the other side of the net, she's got Caitlyn with her.
Back to Ari Marshall. Marshall to Rodriguez.
Rodriguez to
Scalise.
Scalise.
Some fancy footwork by Diane Scalise there. Up to Cannon.
If Cannon could.
And another high. Ooh, well, that's going to be called out of bounds because it was off the second bar. Another high kick by Diane Scalise.
If you notice, both Scalise and Cannon really like their preferred foot. And so a lot of times they have a better shot with their off foot, their left or right. And they pull it back. It loses time, and they end up losing their shot. If they could take the shot with their opposite foot, it would, man, that would be good. Header by Claire Cannon.
Here she is again.
Passes
And
it
right
into
in
the center.
Cantor. Will she have the time?
She passes it back. Back to Diane.
Scalise, too much power. And she's
Well-
not happy with that one.
But she took it with her right foot, so.
Which is her left foot, right? Or with her right foot?
With her
What,
right
did you mean her correct foot or her right foot?
With her actual right foot. She's
Okay,
left-footed.
she's left-footed, so
Yeah.
she took it with the wrong foot, which was the
Right.
right foot.
Yes. However, it was the quick shot.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it went up and over.
And Oyalakan definitely moves that out. She's got some pressure.
To the outside.
And Scalise picks it up before it goes out of bounds. Rich keeps it in bounds. And they find Ari Marshall.
She passes
Man,
a
beautiful
through ball.
pass. All right, here's Scalise.
Oh.
And is that out of bounds on GP or Kingman? Whose foot touched it last?
Kingman. Diane kicked it right into the foot
Yeah,
of number
all right.
10.
So Scalise is stacking up for a corner kick now.
10 is walking a little gingerly toward the goal.
That's a good word, gingerly.
Yeah.
Have not used that one in conversation today. Cannon.
Cannon onto the ground, but scooped up by the goalkeeper.
Yep. And Foreman makes sure that ball stops at midfield. It's now with Caitlyn Cantor.
She cuts backwards. Again.
And
it's
up to
through.
Scalise, just barely offsides, but offsides nonetheless. Where did we get a group of boys from? Where did those guys come from? Is that our basketball team?
I believe they are.
All right. When the athletic director is away, the mice will play, is I believe how the expression goes, right?
It applies.
And out of bounds. Going to be another Zoe Rich throw-in. Oh, correction. White ball. Wait, no. They're subbing in. Who's coming in for Rodriguez here? Who's number 15?
That looks like Gracie Bartos.
Oh, Gracie Bartos.
Yeah.
So, have we seen her on pitch at home yet?
I think just one time. Maybe one of the first.
The
games.
River Valley game, maybe?
Before that.
Okay. Because there's only been one varsity game that I've missed so far, and at home at least. So.
Let's see if I can.
So yeah, Gracie Bartos is one of our GP sophomores. And this is my first time at least seeing her on pitch. And here comes Ari Marshall. Cantor. Still maneuvering. Up and over.
Yeah.
And another goal for Caitlyn Cantor. That's 4 total for Caitlyn.
That is.
Unbelievable. We're about, let's say, 18 minutes into the half. And that puts the score overall to 5 goals Griffins, 0 Bulldogs.
"22 minutes left in the second half of the Kingman GP girls varsity soccer game. This is the 6th game, I believe, for Kingman, the 8th game for GP. The score right now is 5 goals for Glendale Prep, 0 for Kingman.
And here comes Claire Cannon once again.
She fights her way through the center.
Yeah.
Still has the ball.
And it looks like, snapped up by the keeper. Otherwise, that would have probably been a GP corner kick, right?
Yeah, I didn't see.
I think it would have been deflected off of it.
There's Gracie Bartos getting her first kind of touches in the game.
Good pass up to Scalise.
Good.
Marshall once again.
Seven and 5, gonna apply a lot of pressure here.
Cardenas looking for her opening, but once again, Zoe Rich forces it out of bounds. Rich has been just a thorn in the side of number 5 all night long.
Throw in by Kingman to number 7. Back to number 5.
Cardenas looking for a spot, but it ends up with Foreman, who sends it up to Scalise, and Marshall back to Scalise. Just some beautiful passing.
A through ball.
Long non-offsides. Is that Chloe Cannon?
Yes, it is. She outran
back
the
to
ball.
Claire. Both cannons assaulting the goal. Marshall looking for someone. Big kick by Cantor, slightly wide. That was Brianna Cantor.
There's some good communication between Bree and Ari. That's good to hear.
And Zoe Rich. I feel like Zoe Rich, despite all of her playing tonight, has probably spent more time with her hands on the ball rather than her foot. And it looks like a foul called against GP. I think maybe a handball. Number 21, Esther Torres, takes the free kick, but it's back in the hands of Brianna Cantor. Ooh, long pass up to Chloe Cannon. Here she comes. Getting overtaken by 2 defenders, and she has to clear it out to the side. And some substitutions coming in on both sides. Looks like Claire Cannon was replaced with, is that Ella Smith out there, number 4?
Yes.
All right. Really limits my ability to make jokes about groups of cannons, batteries, etc., you know, all that stuff. But here's Chloe once again. Pops it over. What wide?
Just wide. She will just keep firing.
Yep. And Scalise rushing in. Here she is again. Back to Marshall.
Back to Bree. Bree to Diane.
Good pass. She's onside. Shot on goal. Ooh, but the keeper does have her gloves on that one. Looks like she was going to lose it for a second there, but all right. Rich versus Torres. Over to Bartos at the center.
Bartos at the center. Bree has 2 to cover.
And here's Torres, hungry for more, trying to outrace Maddie Foreman. Sends it back to Dupree, who must kick. Is that Izzy Ferris?
Izzy Ferris taking it up the side. It's a second chance.
And Cannon fighting her way through. Scalise in support. Oh, and call against push and call, I guess, or what's that actually called? Unnecessary roughness, or
just
too much contact?
Yeah.
Anyway, Scalise will take the free kick for GP after being fouled upon. Long left-footed kick. Too much curve on that. Wind certainly wasn't helping her out.
Yeah. Should have aimed at the other goal post. Would have curved into the goal face. Given more time.
And substitutions coming in on the GP side. Got Rodriguez back. Caitlyn Cantor up to Scalise. Lots of time.
Runs that into number 11.
And here's Bartos playing physical with, who is that, number 21?
Yeah.
Esther Torres. Foreman chasing that ball. Back to Oyalakin. And big accurate pass up to Scalise. Here we go. Who's racing in there? Is that Cantor? Smith.
Oh, that's Ella Smith, yeah. I don't know if that pass was as accurate or Diane just knew where it was coming down and went to it. It was, either way, that was a good connection. Defense to attacking mid.
Okay, here's Chloe Cannon. Here's Scalise. Ends up going backwards somehow. And Smith to throw in for GP once again. Chloe Cannon.
Out to Ella again.
And
knocked out by 23.
Third time throwing in here.
There's 15 minutes and 10 seconds in the second half. And we'll have another throw in.
All right. And some sort of call on that. Perhaps handball? Or just bad throw, looks like. Bartos at the center. Up to Rodriguez. And Zoe Rich chasing the ball so that Elvira Torres doesn't get to it first. And here's Bartos.
Number 7.
Elvira Torres attempt deflected out of the box.
Izzy Ferris of that out to the outside. Mikhail Rodriguez taking the ball up. She's got lots of space. She passes to Caitlyn Cantor, who just bats the ball away from herself.
Here's Foreman in reserve. Back up to Cantor. Rodriguez. No one's offside. Here comes Chloe Cannon. She is fast. Shot attempted, but right. The keeper knew where to move. So, good save by the keeper there for the Bulldogs side.
Zoe Rich takes the throw in.
Looks like a substitution coming in here.
Yep.
Claire Cannon coming in for Diane Scalise, and it looks like Smith switching sides here. All right. Chloe Cannon going fast. Here she goes. Call. And who fouled whom here, Miss Roger?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It might. That's odd. It might be an offsides call, but I would really doubt that.
Yeah, it seems like something happened a bit further. Oh, what's going on here? Okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
Sorry, folks at home.
In any case, I think this is probably Alyssa Cedillo. I think that's number 11 there.
Yeah.
Cedillo taking the kick. And here's Smith rushing in. Pass to Chloe Cannon. She's in the box again. And just no joy for Chloe. It's her third shot in less than that many minutes on goal. but all of them ended up going right to the keeper.
She needs to see her sister on the outside.
Maybe a sibling rivalry here?
No.
No. Why not? Can't we have a little bit of drama on the soccer field? I need excitement.
I just don't think it's coming from the Cannons.
All right. One of two sister units on the field tonight, right?
Yep.
We got Caitlyn and Brianna Cantor, and then we got Chloe and Claire Cannon, those are both junior freshman pairs, right? Yeah.
Izzy passes back to Dammy. Dammy has time. Big pass up. Ella's coming with it.
Smith's got it. Turns it.
To Caitlyn.
Up back to
Ella.
Smith.
Ella's looking tired.
Yeah, Sadia ends up clearing it out the side. But that is, I guess that's a Kingman throw-in. I must have missed something. Cardenas. There's Esther Torres at the center. Looking for Elvira Torres, but looks like Rich gets her foot on it instead. Caitlyn Cantor out to Claire Cannon.
There we go.
Here's Claire. Looking for Chloe, but I think Kingman cleared it out there. Are we going to see a corner kick now?
I think so.
This is my favorite part, the corner kicks. All right, Claire Cannon stacking up in the corner. She's got Smith, Chloe Cannon, Rodriguez, and goal. That was
Caitlyn Cantor.
Caitlyn Cantor once again. Is that 5 goals tonight?
Yeah.
That's 5 goals for Caitlyn Cantor, bringing the total to 6 Griffins, 0 Bulldogs.
That was her. You know what? She can't do wrong. Or should we say that she can't
do wrong? No.
No, we shouldn't say that.
That's pretty weak. Yeah, we can do better. She, you know how football players have their ridiculous end zone celebrations? Yeah. I think the Cantor sisters need to come up with a dance move called the Cantor that they can perform. Remember when Psy had that whole like Gangnam style horse-looking dance? Something like that.
I didn't know what his name is, but that brings
well, now you know,
sharp
right?
images to mind. I do know.
The benefits of a liberal education are that you can name at least one Korean pop star.
Okay. And that's it?
Maybe 2 or 3.
Okay. I thought that was the only benefit.
Oh yeah, no, there are other benefits beyond being able to name several Korean pop stars. People who receive liberal educations, actually it makes you free, which is pretty cool, right? Yeah. Imagine that. All right, Cardena's still looking for a goal here.
Maddie Foreman giving her some trouble. That's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. All right, number 21, Esther Torres. Kingman still hoping for a goal, but Dupree has her gloves on it.
I would have questioned that throwing.
Oh, you think the foot left the ground, or?
Yeah.
Is that the only rule regarding throw-ins, or is there other things that you have to keep in mind when you're chucking it in?
You have to throw it over your head, so a lot of times it's the players will try and like
go to the side, kind of.
Yeah, or kind of throw from their face.
So like a volleyball kind of pass-looking thing. All right, good to know.
Actually, the traditional throw-in is more powerful than anything else.
Yeah.
You can really snap your back into it and then whip through your arms.
Sounds dangerous. Is this method suitable for people over the age of 30?
No. Well, let's see. How old is Messi?
Old. He's so old.
He's so old.
I think he's actually younger than me, but he feels so old because he's been in so many World Cups that I remember watching. Right. And also he makes a lot more money than me, so I don't like to think about him being younger than me. But yeah, he's actually younger than Cristiano Ronaldo. But here's Scalise, who's way cooler than Cristiano Ronaldo, and she nearly scored. but the keeper managed to just carry that out of bounds. However, Scalise will get another chance with the corner kick here.
Looks like he was born in 1987.
Oh, okay. So he's older than me then. All right. That feels good.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Oh, and that went straight to the
Straight to the keeper. Ooh. And number 2 fighting it out there. That's Melissa Cobb of the Bulldog side. We've got Torres and Cardenas.
Claire Cannon fighting for that. Bree Cantor. All the way back. Damilola.
Cobb racing down there, number 2. Yep.
And that's a handball. That has to be a handball.
All right.
So it's going to be a GP.
Yeah, looks like Oyalakan will take the free kick, Hugh.
Beautiful. Straight to Claire.
Cannon.
Claire over the top.
Ari Marshall hoping to snap this one up. She's got Scalise on the wing.
Puts it on her left.
Evade.
Shot. And
there's been so many near where like it almost looks like the keeper's going to lose it, but she ends up with her gloves on it. So
you can tell the girls are really tired. I'm not sure why that is exactly. It's unfortunate they have 2 more games.
It is 7:30, and I know it's past my bedtime, so I can only imagine that teenage girls probably should be in bed at this time of the evening, right? The sun goes down.
I don't know if they ever are, but
yeah.
It has nothing to do with should. Ari Marshall, a through ball.
Yeah, I think the keeper's going to have her hands on that one.
We have 4 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second half. Right now the score stands
5-7. Cardenas and Torres still fighting it out.
Score stands at 6-0 Glendale Prep. Izzy Ferris heads that, and Damilola clears it. Claire Cannon in the middle, a through ball, but too much for Diane Scalise.
Yeah, just a too. Scalise wasn't where the passer was expecting her to be. Here's Alyssa Cedillo throwing in for Kingman. And she finds Elvira Torres, but she can't seem to make it around Zoe Rich. Looks like Oyalakan's going to boot this one out if I know her. Nope, pressure from Torres, and Foreman clears it out the side. And big kick by Esther Torres right into the hands of Faith Dupree.
It's a good play by Kingman. Their forward was
They
right
have
in face.
not given up at all, despite the late stage of the game and the big goal deficit. 5-7 have played the same the whole night. And I think Rodriguez just kicked herself in the face with the ball?
No. She kicked it and it rolled up her leg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's optical illusion then.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, Bree Cantor plays it on the ground to Zoe Rich, up into the center.
Here's Ari Marshall.
To the outside.
Offsides call on Diane Scalise. So is the Kingman defense intentionally moving up to catch Scalise offsides? Because I don't think in the past we've had that many offsides calls against Scalise. So is that an intentional thing that they're doing? They're rushing forward as soon as she starts to move? Or is she just have too much sense of urgency tonight?
I don't think they're doing it intentionally. The ball is kind of more in the center right now, so I think pushing up was probably something their coach talked to them just to try and get out of their own third of the field.
And Oyalakan taking the free kick for GP.
He's definitely calling for them to keep the line. Their natural instinct is to drop.
Here's Marshall. Up to Scalise. Once again, offside. Just barely, though.
Yeah. It's close.
And Rodriguez's head gets into the game. So does Oyalakan's.
Zoe
Rich fighting it out with Cardenas once again. Cantor. Scalise is not offsides this time. In fact, she is on a breakaway. Fires. And that time, the keeper did not have her gloves entirely on it, and it goes into the goal. So
53 seconds when she put that in.
Yeah, Scalise has been looking for that shot all night long. And that puts the goals at 7 Glendale Prep, 0 Kingman, with 30 seconds left on the board.
Well done, Diane.
I don't think we've seen a game yet at home where there's been any extra time after regulation time, because just no need because of the goal deficit usually, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
think their closest game, GP's closest game, was 2-0. And
2-0.
that was their first game. It's going to be a penalty on Claire Cannon.
All right.
Shoving someone to the ground. She's a very nice person.
Very physical soccer player, for sure. And that's full time.
All right.
And the final score is 7 Griffins, 0 Bulldogs. Give us the scoring recap, Mr. Rigger.
All right. So in the first half, Caitlyn Cantor came out strong. She scored 2 goals, and then there was a lull. And then after halftime, things picked up. 2 minutes in, Caitlyn Cantor scored her 3rd goal. 9 minutes in, Claire Cannon scored her first goal of the game. Then at 18 minutes into the second half, Caitlyn Cantor scored her 4th. Then 31 minutes in, she scored her 5th. And if you're getting sick of hearing her name, Diane Scalise scored the 7th goal on the 39th minute of the second half, rounding it out 7-0.
And I believe that Cantor now has 17 goals in, 8 games? 17 goals in 8 games so far.
Yeah.
And she went from 12 to 17, so that's more than a third of her overall goals in a single game. So she's on fire right now.
That was amazing.
Player of the game, obviously Cantor's going to come up in the discussion.
Yeah.
I feel like Scalise was in almost every play, and so is Cannon. I think I say that every game. But those two, even if they're not scoring, are certainly playmakers.
Yeah, I agree. I think, though, I don't know if one, I mean, Ari Marshall is in every play as well. I think it was really great to see Mikhail Rodriguez play
That's right.
a whole game, almost the whole game at least. And she's come in and done really good work, but off the bench. So this having her in and taking the place of, I think, Rosie Air as she's resting her back, that was really great to see that there's depth on the bench. We don't have to rely on 1 or 2 people, but there's a lot of good talent there.
Well, even Chloe Cannon isn't always necessarily a starter, and she is really formidable up at the front.
Right. Yeah. I mean, she's a freshman and so much potential there, right? She's very, very fast. When she kind of gets her footwork a little bit more under control, we saw her outrun the ball today, but I think when she gets her ball work kind of at the speed of her speed, she's going to be deadly up top.
Yep. And on the Kingman side, who you like?
Oh, man. The back line took a beating today, but we talked so much about 5 and 7 tonight.
That's right.
Number 11 stood out on the defense.
Cedillo, she's one of their seniors.
And then I think it's 21.
Yeah, Esther Torres.
Right,
Yep, she was
quite a bit.
involved in a lot of plays. Of course, 5 and 7 Daniela Cardenas and number 7 Elvira Torres were omnipresent, but they just couldn't seem to get around Zoe Rich.
Right.
So that's a name I think we're forgetting, actually. I think Zoe Rich
that's true.
definitely got a huge workout on the defensive line.
Yeah, she shut down
because
a lot.
that I don't know if it's called man-to-man defense, but she covered 5 and 7 all night long.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Yeah,
and a huge shout out to Kingman's goalkeeper.
Oh
he
yeah,
took some really tough shots right in the chest a lot of times.
Yeah,
stopping Scalise from scoring until the 39th minute. So that's well done to their goalkeeper.
Yeah. I don't actually have their goalkeeper listed on here, unfortunately. It looks like Cedillo is one of their goalkeepers, but she was clearly playing defense tonight. So, nameless goalkeeper, good performance for sure.
Good job.
All right. On that note, thank you for tuning in to the Griffin Sports Net to watch this game between GP and Kingman. Those varsity girls.
We'll be back tomorrow night at
That's right.
4 o'clock. So tune in again, 4 o'clock tomorrow. GP will be playing
Page High School.
Yeah.
Yep.
So tune in then.
Yep.
Until then, like and subscribe. Please send this link to family members and friends who'd like to watch the game. Thank you for watching with us tonight. I'm Miss Roiger.
And I'm Mr. Weed.
Hi Griffins, I'm Maddie Foreman and I am on the soccer team here at GP. I'm reaching out to let you all know that you can support my team as well as all of the other athletes at our school by giving your Arizona State tax credit to our school. By giving your tax credit, it helps so many things, such as keep our participation fees low, helps pay for uniforms, sports equipment, and even buses to our away games. So, I encourage you to please give your tax credit to our school. The athletic team thanks you.